In today's news video, we cover Belgium boosts military aid to Ukraine with €93.8 million package, no tanks included. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, everything, including military option, is on the table with Iran. Micro-drone attack shocks Iranian military facility. Did Israel strike again? One-year war, escalating death toll as Russia invades Ukraine, NATO urges action. Enjoy watching and don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on important news. Belgium announced a new package of military aid for Ukraine on Friday, promising cash, missiles, machine guns, and armored vehicles to help fight off the Russian onslaught. But Defense Minister Ludovine de Donder had to admit that Belgium has no main battle tanks to match the latest offers from NATO allies like Britain, Germany, Poland, and the United States. The Belgian shipment, she said, would notably include anti-aircraft missiles, anti-tank missiles, machine guns, grenades, and other military equipment. The new package will be worth €93.8 million, $100 million, bringing Belgium's total military contribution to the Allied support effort to €228 million over the year. Belgium sold its tanks more than a decade ago. Fighting resumed on February 24 last year when Russia, which already occupied Ukrainian territory in Crimea and the Donbass region, launched a full-scale invasion. Separately, Prime Minister Alexander De Croo announced an additional €86 million in humanitarian and civil aid, along with 38,000 tons of diesel fuel. Washington prefers a diplomatic path forward with Iran, but everything, including the military option, is on the table, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said on Sunday. In an interview with Al Arabia's Nadia Bilbassi at the U.S. Embassy in Cairo, Blinken said Iran had turned its back on a diplomatic solution. Iran had an opportunity to get back into the JCPOA at the end of this past summer, Blinken said, according to a State Department readout, using the acronym for the so-called Iran nuclear deal. Unfortunately, they rejected what was on the table and had been agreed to by everybody, the secretary said. Now our focus is on the many things that have happened since, including the horrific repression of the Iranian people on the streets of Iran, as young people, women in particular, have been standing up for their basic rights, and very important communities across Iranian society are doing the same thing and are being repressed violently by the regime. When asked by Bilbassi whether the U.S. would pursue a military option if necessary, Blinken replied, "Everything is on the table." Asked whether U.S. military exercises with Israel and others in the region are meant to deter Iran, Blinken replied, "All of our military efforts are designed with the idea of deterrence in mind, that is, to try to make sure that a would-be aggressor thinks twice, thinks 3 times, and then doesn't do it. When deterrence comes up short, it is important to demonstrate that a country can defend itself effectively," the secretary added. Bilbassi's final question centered on the secretary's forthcoming trip to Jerusalem and Ramallah. How can you defuse the tension? Do you fear a third intifada? How can you activate a meaningful meaning of the two-state solution? The reporter asked. "I think we've seen horrific terrorist attacks in the last couple of days that we condemn and deplore," said Blinken. "We also see civilian loss of life that is very deeply disturbing. And the most important thing in the near term is to try to get some calm," he added. "I want the chance to speak to the Israeli government, to the Palestinian Authority leadership, to hear from people as well who are being affected by this in their daily lives," he said. Blinken is slated to arrive in Israel on Monday. An explosion shook a military facility affiliated with Iran's defense ministry, but no casualties were reported. The ammunition manufacturing facility in the central Isfahan province was attacked by micro-drones. Iranian sources said that the attack failed in view of the readiness and preparedness of the defense system stationed in the area. According to circulating information, one of the 3 drones that attacked the facility was shot down by the defense system, while the 2 other drones exploded after they got caught in traps set by the defense system. The attack did not result in any loss of life or work disruption at the facility. It is said that the attack led to minor damage on the roof of the facility only. Until the moment of writing the report, no party has claimed responsibility for the accident, but an investigation is underway to uncover the reason and who was behind the attack. However, fingers are still being pointed at Israel, which threatened military action against Iran, its arch-enemy. During the past years, a number of explosions and fires occurred in various Iranian facilities, and Isfahan in particular is a strategic target, as it is one of the most important Iranian cities and includes Natanz nuclear facility. With escalating military and civilian casualties, the war that started with Russia's invasion of Ukraine in February 2022 is rapidly reaching the ominous 1-year mark. Western countries have committed to sending main battle tanks to Ukraine, stepping up their military backing for that country to the highest level yet as Russia intensifies its attacks in the area of Bakhmut. In March 2022, Nikkei Asia made the decision to halt its reporting from Russia until more details about the breadth of the updated criminal code are revealed. Materials from wire services and other sources are included in the entries. On Monday, the Russian deputy foreign minister stated that the New START nuclear arms control treaty with the U.S. could end after 2026. The deputy minister also criticized the U.S. for supplying tanks to Ukraine and claimed that it made no sense to talk to Kyiv. NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg urged South Korea to increase military support to Ukraine, but the South Korean president cites a law that prevents arming countries in conflict. On Sunday, a missile hit an apartment building in the Ukrainian city of Kharkiv, causing 1 death and several injuries. The Ukrainian president stated that the situation in the Donetsk region is tough and calls for faster weapons supplies and new arms to withstand Russian attacks. The Ukrainian president's advisors said that Ukraine and its Western allies are in fast-track talks on the possibility of equipping Kyiv with long-range missiles and military aircraft, but some Western partners maintain a conservative attitude to arms deliveries. German arms manufacturer Rheinmetall is increasing production of tank and artillery ammunition to meet the demand in Ukraine and the West, and may begin making HIMARS rocket launchers in Germany. CEO Armin Papperger stated this in an interview with Reuters. Rheinmetall is known for producing the 120mm gun of the Leopard 2 tank. In the near future, Papperger and other German defense industry leaders are scheduled to meet with the new defense minister Boris Pistorius to discuss how to expedite weapons procurement and enhance ammunition supplies after a year of arms donations to Ukraine.